and welcome to the Well-Educated Artist. Today I want to talk to you about what happens when your pour painting goes terribly wrong. You end up with something you are not happy with. The pour doesn't go well and you're like, what is this? Well, you can pour over it, of course, but can you do anything to make it better, to fix it, to enhance it? Maybe it's just boring, maybe it's horrible, maybe your colors went all wrong. So today I have a suggestion of something that you can do if you want to improve a pour that went terribly wrong. Okay, so you've made a pour painting. In this case, it's a medallion or a trivet, and you don't love it. This one was actually just a test for a piece that fits on the end of a funnel. And I didn't like this. I didn't like my color choices. I didn't like anything about it. I didn't know what it was going to do when I tried it out, and I wasn't in love with it. So here I am left with a medallion or a trivet that I don't particularly like. So what can I do? Well, today I'm going to show you what you can do with your pour painting if you don't like it. Today I'm going to use this. This is just a stencil, and it's a 3D effect stencil, and we're going to see if we can improve the look of this with this stencil. You can buy a whole pack of these on the internet. You can pick and choose what you want, and just something fun and different to do. Okay, so we just need to position our stencil right over it. I like this one because it's round and it's going to hopefully accentuate having this round plaque. So just take an artist's brush. This is actually one I use for watercolors, but you can use it for anything. It's a number 6 artist brush, and I am just going to put some titanium white, and this is straight from the tube because it needs to be thick to cover. You could use pour paint, but it's going to be thinner if you've put Floetrol in it, and it's probably not going to cover. And even this may take several colors if you're coloring over a dark color with a light color, like is what I'm doing. I have to be difficult, of course. So we're just going to do this. You could use a stippling brush if you have one for stencils, of course, if you want a light coverage. I'm wanting some darker coverage, so I'm just going to be painting it on with a brush by hand. I'm going to go over the side on this one, and I'm just going to keep going. You could put some highlight around the middle. Right now I'm just going for simplicity. I have black and red. It was supposed to be black, red, and white, and it ended up mostly black, doing it through the funnel pour that I did it through. I'm always buying gadgets on the internet to pour paint with, and then I'm like, why did I buy this exactly? It didn't work out quite the way I thought it was going to work, but you know, it's fun. It's like buying a toy, and it's fun. And then sometimes you have to buy more toys, like these stencils, and go, hey, I'm going to stencil this. I'm going to do something different and creative and try to make myself happy with whatever I'm doing. There are pour painters who do stencil over their paintings, and that's what they do, and that's great. There are people who freehand. Shout out to Mai, who has a channel, and she does amazing 3D work by hand. And you can absolutely do this stuff by hand. You can draw it all out by hand if you want to. I am not doing it for this because this piece honestly is not, I guess, a main piece enough for me to do it. This is just to show you that you can change your works. You can paint over your pour paintings and personalize them and make them kind of cool. It's also a project you could do with a teenager. Take a pour painting and do this, and they'll be like, that's awesome. You know, it's truly awesome. Okay, I'm just making my way around the painting. I don't have anything sticking this down. I probably should have been even more liberal. I'll have to go back over this. You do need to be liberal with your paints, and you could have done rainbow, you could have changed colors, but in my color scheme, I don't think that rainbow would be very pretty. It would be kind of garish probably. So I didn't do rainbow, but you can do whatever you want. If you had a lighter one, you definitely could do multicolors. You do some really cool stuff. Okay, and now if I want to, I can kind of lift up and see what does it look like. How do I want to deal with this? And okay, there is what it looks like. Now here's the opportunity. You can, this is round. If you want to, you can clean it up, and I think I'm going to take a few minutes and just extend some of my paint down where my stencil did not cover. So basically, this is what it's going to look like, which is pretty cool. It looks like this. And when it's dry, then I can go back and work on it a little bit more with an acrylic marker pen or with acrylic black paint. But I can go over the edges, and then we'll have a nice crisp line. And then I'll show you what the results are like when I'm done. Okay, so here's what we have when we are finished. It's definitely more interesting than what it was before. So it's amazing what a little bit of a stencil can do, just a little bit of effort. Pretty cool. If you like the content of this video, please like and subscribe. It's a small way you can support this channel, and also hit the notification bell down below. That way you'll know when more videos get released. Bye.